Oh boys, my name is Kuliyoshi here, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Metroid Dread. In the last episode, we took down more enemies and other stuff. Well, more or less, we took down another enemy and acquired some more items, and the newest item we acquired is the very legendary Speed Booster, which finally allows us to go fast, however. It's kind of not the best. You do have to wait on a little bit of a build-up to actually use it properly. So that makes it a bit obnoxious. Okay, I think we have to do this from the other room, obviously. It's not easy to use, as you can see. I just realized something. I have to do this from the beginning. Otherwise, I won't be able to charge it properly. Jeez, we like yeeted ourselves through there. Okay, now that was much more cooler to show off. Fortunately, we can't really use it for anything much right now. Let me guess, is this a full speed booster puzzle? I need to check. Yep, it is. So we have to go all the way up top there if we actually want the item. Alright. Ah, right, me. You pretty much cannot hit a wall for more than 5 seconds, otherwise Samus will stop immediately. So in case you're wondering, yes, I can get the item right away, but it's a puzzle to do so. I have to get all the way to that top of that area without activating that. And until then, my speed booster can expire, otherwise I won't actually get the item. If you keep jumping, it's not that bad, though, and there we go. 5th try or so, we finally acquired the item, which allows us to continue on. And there we go. I think that was worth it. We got that missile out of the way early, nice and early, and this allows us to continue more into Daron. And we do have an energy tank to get as well. In case you're wondering why I'm going up here, it's both to explore the area and to do other stuff. Okay, let's do Speed Booster here. Ooh. Okay, didn't go all the way, but looks like it's not necessarily required. Oh, wait, no, it is. I just found out where I could Shine Spark. Ah, didn't work out. Oh, that's because I need B. Woo! We literally just yeeted ourselves up the top. Oh, that was so cool. The way they displayed it, too, in this game, that was absolutely crazy. Freaking destroyed everything. That was really cool. But anyways, we got our energy tank for that. The main reason I did that was for that energy tank, and this actually allows us to go back and do our stuff. Now, there are some other items I can get. But right now, at the moment, I am searching for... I forget what it is. I can't go there, so that's blocked off. Yeah, that's right. I'm searching for the Daron boss, because Daron still has a boss battle that I haven't defeated yet, and I want to figure out where that is. The entire cutscene, like, the view they made you go through, by the way, when you did actually use the shine spark, that just made it look ridiculously crazy, just literally out of nowhere. Alice just yeets herself across the screen. It's so ridiculously funny, and I like it. And you can charge it through multiple rooms, too. But it's kind of tough to get right. Well, I guess let's talk about the more important stuff. I need to stop pausing. The moment we got through that, that allowed us to get some more major items. Oh, so that's gonna be something interesting. Oh, okay. So just based off of what we found, I believe that item is none other than the legendary Power Bomb. Now, Power Bomb I am aware of, I just didn't know it was that until I went through that. Now I can no doubt confirm that that is a Power Bomb block. In case you're wondering what Power Bomb stands for, that is basically a more powered up version of the regular bomb. It's like a regular bomb, but it's twice as powerful, twice as overpowered, and basically is an area explosion in pretty much all the zones around it, which allows us to get other stuff. Also, I just realized something. When I went through this zone and destroyed the enemy, defeating the enemy also made the area much more brighter and easier to see. Until then, we couldn't really find anything. But anyway... Thankfully, a lot of these areas complement Speed Booster pretty well. Okay, we could go here, but we don't have the beam for this either. Maybe it's a Shine Spark block. I've just realized something. Is it a Shine Spark block? No, but it still might be. So I'm gonna... Oh. I went the wrong way. Well, I'm gonna go here anyways, because there's an item here that I haven't gotten yet. Of course, as more of the game opens up, it starts to get more and more tough of where to actually go for major items. It seems like it would be pretty clear normally, like... Okay, got that. As far as I know, Cantera shouldn't really have anything else. We've already gotten quite a few items that I guess it might require anything else, but I don't know where else we need to go. Like, I guess going back to Berenia would take a long time, and sure enough, I'm not sure if anything else is going. Oh, this is the yellow teleport. Oh, I just realized something. This takes us back to Arteria, and I remember being blocked off from that, but I might be able to use that now that I have this gone. We first need to check what kind of block cover this is. Not that. Actually, wait, no, it was straight up Speed Booster blocked. Because when we went over there, we couldn't really complete that. We just went down. Alright, so That entire thing is more or less actually a way to get the teleporter. Alright, so that means Arteria is actually my next move. But I didn't know that until later. I like how the first time you use a side spark, you just get that crazy cutscene where you literally just... yourself who has to see a letter. Yep, sure enough, here's our teleporter back to Arteria. Now the question is, does this actually work or not? I don't know. Oop. Sound cut up for a little bit, almost. That was a bit worrisome. Okay, so it wasn't blocked by something else, but instead blocked by a one-way door, which has the little beam thing over it. Now that we've destroyed that, it's no longer sealed. So now we could finally actually go into some of the other zones, but at the same time, we still can't go into blue. I just realized something. This powering door, that's probably where the next boss is, maybe. I had a hunch, but I feel like that is where it is. Or even bigger, there's a whole nother area up top we haven't even explored yet. And sure enough, yep, a full new Emmy zone. Just waiting to... oh, wait, this is the Emmy zone. Never mind. We still need to find out where the big item is, though. Okay, there it is. A speed booster block needed to be destroyed, and that gives us the missile that we were waiting on. And sure enough, there we go. Yeah, this is a completely different zone. And this is what I mean, by the way, by, like, you will have to backtrack a lot in this game. I mean that. You have to backtrack a ton in this game to make stuff work. Oh, jeez, I didn't know that guy was there. Excuse me, I'm trying to get up a tower here. A long tower climb to get up here. For what seems like just another teleporter, actually, but it might lead us to a major item, I guess. More or less, I guess I'm just going to get the items as I go along. Right? Oh, here it is. Grapple beam. Well, that's one of the items we need to progress on. So it's good that good thing we found it. And that is the last Gatling. Fires a rope-like beam that can branch onto blue battle points. Grapple beam doors, grapple beam boxes, locks, and grapple beam boxes can also be attacked. And Samus will basically pull herself to a magnetic surface. Okay, just shove that forward, like, no problem. Alright. So that's how we get to that. So anything with a blue marker is what we can use. Ah, rip me, I keep on falling down now. Use aim mode here to actually get across here. Okay, so we could just pull ourselves to magnetic surfaces now. So this is how we get off a lot of the other major zones. Oh. what am I doing? We need to use the actual regular beam first to destroy him. And then we can, there we go. Alright. That was a bit awkward. Another hidden teleporter to there on. So, I was right about items being here. I just didn't know until later that apparently this is where Grapple Beam was. Alright. Well, we still have the cold problem to deal with, but once we do deal with the cold problem, maybe we can go back and actually 100% the game now. In fact, now we have all beam boxes. That makes things a lot easier. That means the only thing left is Power Bomb, Grapple Suit, and I guess whatever else the game throws at us. I mean, Gravity Suit, my bad. It's Gravity Suit that's the item we're looking for. So that's how you break those things, with the Gravity Box. So that's what I was missing. And we're gonna wee ourselves all the way up here for no reason whatsoever. Okay, so the game mentioned requiring a certain item like Gravity Suit or whatever to get to stuff. Well, now we found that, I think we can maybe consider going for that item that we weren't able to go to before. But first we have to make our way back through there on to actually reach that zone. Oh yeah, that's right, we can use this finally. This thing that we waited probably ages to use, we can finally use. What's it actually gonna give us, though? Completely hidden shortcut that essentially allows us to go back there whenever we want, but... Oh, actually, yeah, it gives us our alternative route back, but beyond that, it's not anything that is really useful yet. Alright, well, we're going up top here for no reason or another, just to get some other items first, and then maybe go down for an energy part, I guess. Particularly after you get a lot of the items that block progression, the game really opens up after that. I just realized now we can actually swing across this. Oh, that's how we get an item. Alright, we need to complete whatever this puzzle is. Ah. Keep on missing it just barely. We need this for 100%, obviously, so we are getting it. Because without that, we wouldn't be able to 100% the game. Ah, too low there. It's the closest attempt we've gotten to that so far. Still can't kill those blue things fast enough. Okay, that time we killed it fast. Not sure what that was about. Oh, I just realized something. It's, not going to be really easy to do that. See, look at that. By the way, I just looked for, like, only a split second, and now suddenly our energy is back down to 2 tanks again. You can see how easy it is to lose energy in this game. Thankfully, we can farm these things for energy. There are parts like this in Super Metroid, but you can't really use ones in this game until you get powerful enough to do other stuff, and I believe these blades are basically the thing. Okay, there we go. Now, let's think of what we can actually do here. Again, we jumped way too late. We need to release it earlier. Whenever I get a new item, particularly in a game that I've never played before, it can take a little while before I actually get used to how to control it properly. Thankfully, there's this effect where if you just go here, you can check what it does. Hammers can swing back and forth. So tough to actually get this properly. Not gonna lie, it's making me a bit annoyed. Again, this item is required for 100%. We have to get this, otherwise we can't complete the game 100%. Oh, I guess I could jump to that second one right off the bat. Ooh. I saved myself there, but then I let go because I... Oh, I just realized you don't have to hold ZR the entire time after letting go. And yes, there's no reason to go slow in this, but now you can go faster and potentially get through it a bit quicker. Alright. That was Y I let go of. I'm not supposed to let go of Y yet. Oh, okay, that saves a bit of stress. Who needs to do the entire puzzle when you can just lean like this and do it like this instead? Oh, there we go. I like how as soon as I finally stopped being a not bad player and found the shortcut, I immediately get it on the next try. But there we go. Finally got that missile pack. Don't have to worry about that anymore, huh? Well, now we have to go up whatever this area is, because we're still trying to get items. Oh, here it is. Oh, I found the way out of that, but I need to find the way into that, though. Okay, I just realized something. I can do this before going into it. Ah! Bonked against the wall there. Ah. Did it again. Alright, we have to test each one of these. Oh, there it is. There's a crumble block. Ooh. Well, the way that goes, it looks like we're gonna actually need power bombs to get that. We could maybe get it early, but we need other stuff, I think, to really properly get that, unfortunately. Alright. Let's go for this item on the side next, which we weren't able to get before. I just realized something. I could jump the entire time with this. It's so easy to get used to Metroid games where you can't bomb immediately, but then in this game you can, so it just makes it really awkward. Yeah, we need probably an upgraded morph ball to get that. We're not getting that, at least right now. That's the jerk bot that I saw before. Ah. Okay, at least I partially avoided him, but didn't all the way avoid him. Alright, back to full energy. Excuse me, I'm trying to get through here. Ah, the only one that's through the Emmy zone is blocked off. We have to go this way right now. We have to go the slow way. We should unlock that shortcut as soon as possible. Again, fan just blows up for no reason. Right? Alright. That shortcut's now opened up. I'm gonna go here to get this energy part because, well, obviously that's gonna increase my energy if I get it. So, I'm gonna try and get it, obviously, because I really want it. Excuse me. Let me through. Excuse me. I should save, probably, since it's been a while. Oh, this is the thing I mentioned. Oh, wait, yeah, there's no way I'm getting that without extra little bit of stuff, which means I literally just wasted my time here. I need to get back to the water area now that I have access to the other stuff. That's my way of saying, I guess in Super Metroid you could just call it Meridia, but I'll remember it once I get there. But anyways, I have to go back to the water zone, as I'm gonna nickname it for now, until I remember its name. So, to the right we go. Can't get into that until we get something else altogether. I like how we could just wall bounce off of this to get up. I'm gonna go for this way, even though it's probably slower to do so. I just don't feel like going through all of this again. You have to go left as soon as possible. This area is probably gonna have what we want. Makes sense. We've already taken out all of the Emmys in this area. And the last time I did something like this... Oh, there's our item. Using bombs, we could get a missile tank. Nice. That we also kind of missed. I do like that the game tells us where to go. Sorry if I'm bringing up the map a lot. But in beginner run, it's so easy to forget where the best way to go is. Oh wow, it's entirely in this zone. That means it might be a completely hidden area altogether. Well, my first instinct is to check near this zone first. Okay, it can't be there. What's annoying is we know the item's there, we just can't and figure out how to get it. That's another item where I'll probably just come back. It's easier to come back probably when I have power bombs. The ability to just blow up all the stuff that will make getting that item a lot easier. Okay, I don't know what that was, but we're trying, I guess. Alright. Back to Berenia. Yeah, now I remember. Berenia is the name of the place we have to go to. Still pretty far away from going to our ship, but who knows? We might be up there sooner or later. Alright. This is a pretty big area. I'm gonna probably be surprised when I take a look at the sphere and wonder how people can beat it in like 1 hour and 20 minutes. Jeez. Well, okay. Okay, there we go. By using, what is it, the speed booster, we're able to get past that, sure enough. I figured as much that would be a speed booster block. I don't see what else that can be. I still want to get there in kind of a good way, so we're gonna go here, and then use this to pull out the block so we can actually go in the shortcut here. I just find it's easier to do it that way. Now, once you get Speed Booster, there's lots of cool things you can do, but probably one of the most important things is once you get it, if you keep shooting enough and mash certain buttons, you can actually do certain areas faster than if you were to do them otherwise. What did that area even give us access to? Because all that did was do nothing but destroy us in the process. I knew this was the way to go, by the way, but I couldn't help but get annoyed at that enemy literally blocking off our way. I'm already at max capacity there. Looks like my friend's playing Pokemon. My apologies if that on your way, but what can you do sometimes? Oh, I kind of want to explore up there, but I can't because I can't find items. Okay, that's a completely different area altogether. I like how we went all that just for an ammo upgrade. We did all that stress to not even find what we were going for. And now we're back down to low health again. 2 energy tanks I now consider low health. We still have to be careful, and I know we have more health, but that doesn't necessarily mean we can just ignore that. We have to still play pretty smart. So now with Grapple Beam, we can get to certain places that we couldn't get to otherwise had we had the regular stuff. See, I told you could kill those enemies. Okay, this is another enemy we can infinite farm, so because we have so little energy, we're gonna probably farm here for a bit too. And by the way, this is sort of a hidden tech in this game. You're not supposed to know how to do this, but if you see that literally any enemies respawning in Super Metroid, and you're low health, and you have strong enough items, then you can just do this anytime you're low. And that serves essentially an alternate way to refill both your energy and missiles. And I mostly did that because 1, I want to get to a save point, and 2, I want to actually frickin' see where to go, because we couldn't really do much here the last time. But now with Grapple Beam, we can actually get a couple of places now. Pretty soon our beam's probably going to be upgraded further, but right now at the moment I think it's as strong as it is right now. There's a hidden item on there I didn't see before. That's going to be really important. Now, this is probably where the hidden item is. Not going to lie, this area right here in particular looks suspicious. Okay, there we go. We just straight up landed on it this time. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to morph. I want to actually do this. Ah, there we go. That's how... Now we're getting somewhere, and now we can actually do this spot. Okay, this requires gravity suit. No way we're getting up there without that thing there. Let's at least test if missiles will work. Nope, that is either super missile locked if we still... I just realized we haven't found any upgraded missiles yet, so that is probably a super missile lock, considering it's green, very similar to Super Metroid. Like I said, a lot of things are brought in from Super Metroid here. I definitely like that this style of gameplay has come back because... So far in the console series, we haven't really seen a return to the 2D series even since, like, Super Metroid. Only the 3DS has had stuff like that, and even that's not really the best. Except for the Game Boy stuff. I say the 3DS stuff is bad. The Metroid Fusion, that game, oh, Metroid Fusion is freaking amazing. Last time I checked that, that was a beautiful game that actually had a lot of content in it. And a lot of stuff is brought over from that game as well, I could say, very much. I feel so frustrated that we can't go into this area. We need a thermophobe redirect to get this door open. And I know there's probably going to be something here, but we can't find it. Okay, well, this zone is completely dead, so we have to go up now to get back. So if we want to really get stuff. Oh yeah, it's A. So we need to go up to the top somehow now. Alright. And just so you know, if anybody's wondering why I'm talking about Super Metroid, no, it's not because I suck at doing the stuff. I did beat Super Metroid. It's just that, like I've said before, a lot of this game is based off of stuff that is already applied in Super Metroid. And I say that because that's the last 2D game ever. Like, 2D game in general, ever. For a while, to use the 2D mechanics. Until, like, most recently, I don't feel like there was anything to really do. Okay, either we're gonna find stuff here. Or we're not gonna find anything at all. Darn it. So, from what I just recognized, this whole area was a complete mess, and apparently Daron is the way to go. I like how he does recommend saying you need gravity suit and or grapple beam to really use the full potential of these areas, but he didn't really tell us that the only way through this we can't really get to. Like, I tried this teleporter, this is off screen, it says access closed. The only other teleporter in the room that I could have gotten to, maybe the new area up there, is blocked on the other way with a grapple beam block. So yeah, looks like I have no choice but to exert Daron a bit more. That's the fun part about the blind playthrough. I guess that's the one thing that makes Metroid good, is because when you explore an area and realize you can't do a lot, then because it's Metroid, then you basically have no choice but to return to an area you've already explored quite a bit and just try and find a new item there that'll help you out. So either we need a new teleporter or a new area altogether, otherwise we can't do anything. I kind of hate that by doing all this we were able to get a lot of progress, but due to the blind playthrough knowledge of the game, we kind of got stuck moving around in loops. Game's pretty sneaky about that, but once you know where to go, it won't be as bad. But right now, we still have to explore and get all the other items. The only thing I'm questioning is, where is Gravity Suit located, and can I even get another item even? See, look, I just slid right under that enemy. That's, I feel like something. Oh, come on. I had that ready. Right. Okay, all that showed is the area below there. Now, because this is being made based off of the old Metroid games, it's not really clear what we can do and what we can't do, so I guess our first idea will be to figure out how to get by those green blocks. Yeah. I'm still not gonna lie, that was really impressive when we just yeeted ourselves past that corridor or whatever and just freaking destroyed the thing that we wanted to do. Okay, well, whatever this thing is... Oh, I just realized we can remove the grapple beam box. That is where we need to go. So, our area was correct, and we do know where to go thanks to that, but the problem is we couldn't really do anything at first while we had that. Ouch! I'm down to 2 bars of life again. And even lower now. No, this is not the teleporter we want. This is a good one, but not the one we want. Alright, here we go. Now we can actually move this thing. This is what I should have recognized first. Alright, where does this go? This is gonna take us to a completely different area. From the looks of it. Oh, this is close to our ship now. Frenia. I got another new zone. Oh boy, we're getting multiple new zones here. But it looks like a cold zone. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really liking the cold zones. Cold zones are not fun. And I'm pretty sure this area is going to have a lot of it. But I'm also sure that this area is probably going to have the gravity suit. Because otherwise, how can we do anything in there? And we need... Because we need that to do stuff in the other area. Alright. Oh, wait, no. That's not the area I was expecting. Maybe it's not entirely cold. Maybe it is. It does have more. Oh, thank goodness this is yellow. Alright, I needed that. That was, would have been really bad if I had died because of not having low energy, despite having 5 energy tanks. Oh, great. We have this annoying thing to deal with on top of a door that we have to get through using that thing. Oh. So annoying. But I think we'll manage. Alright. Oh, great. I like how we are not even moving more than 15 minutes and we're instantly thrust into yet another enemy zone. I'm gonna leave the Emmy zone right away. Excuse me. Trying to create a save here. Oh, here we go. Here's our cutscene. Oh, wait. This is not just a regular cutscene. This is Chozo lore now we're talking about. Now we get to see the guy who attacked us, who more than likely is going to be the final boss unless something else happens. Oh! Jeez. Take more than half of a step in here and we are attacked by a new enemy this time. What? Okay, it just kind of turned off on us. Okay, this is really weird. Oh. Oh, he's back again, or a different version of him. Yeah, it's a Chozo boy. Ooh. What is going on here? We're kind of just stuck in this zone right now. I am Quiet Robe, a scientist of the Foa tribe. The Chozo who attacked you is called Ravenbeak. Ravenbeak? Alright, that's his name. Has his superior physical powers and intellect as the leader of Chozo warrior tribe called the Makin. Aided by the Makin, a fellow tribe of the Chozo, we managed to contain the Metroids that were running rampant on SR-388. Our intention was to eradicate these Metroids, where they become more dangerous than ever before by destroying the planet. However, Ravenbeak took extreme measures to prevent that. Ooh, he likes his planet. He worships at the altar of power. In his eyes, Metroids were symbolic of power great enough to rule the galaxy. Oh my. Ravenbeak plotted to bring the Metroids to ZDR and use them as a bioweapon. To accomplish this, he needed the Foa tribe, as we possess the ability to control the Metroids. For that purpose, I alone was spared. Ooh. Ravenbeak and the Makin tribe took me back to their homeworld, ZDR, in order to continue their preparations for gathering Metroids. However, they ran into some unforeseen difficulties and were forced to put their plan on hold. One of the soldiers who returned from SR-388 was actually an X in disguise. Ooh. ZDR descended into chaos. All their soldiers were affected by the X. Yet somehow, Ravenbeak narrowly managed to contain him. He then turned his thoughts into resuming his plan. But the Metroids on SR-388 had already been eradicated by your hand. With the Metroids now extinct, Ravenbeak's plan should have lain in ruin. Yes, lay in ruin if not for you. The enemy are being used by Ravenbeak, Samus Aran. Listen well. He has combated them to... Oh, this is interrupted. Extract the Metroid DNA from within your body. Oh, so that's what they actually do when they hit Samus, which makes that very, very, very scary. Don't worry. I'll end this once and for all. That's Samus talking. My goodness. I didn't know Samus could speak in this. You must proceed this way. I have unlocked the gate. Oh. Ooh. That's how we go back. I'm counting on you, Samus. And, he gets shot. Oh, it's that for again. Can we just ignore him? I found a loop for this guy from the looks of it. Ooh. What is going on? I don't know what this guy is doing, but I don't like it one bit. Clearly, this guy wasn't meant to be taken out properly at all. And he is actually a boss, too. Let's see what happens. Oh, great. We have to go for the cutscene again. I'm not obviously stopping this now that this is a boss. We're going to have to go for that boy again. So that was Ravenbeak that probably just attacked us there. Oh, we can skip it. Always. Alright, well, back into the fight again. Jeez, this guy takes a long time to get down. Unless we have to wait for him to do a red attack first. Oh, wait. It said something about certain bosses' attacks could be countered. Does that mean I have to use melee on him? Oh, frick me. Yeah, I might have to use melee on him. Well, this is not an easy boss. He probably has like a 100 health or whatever. Or something crazy. What's funny is it's not even an enemy that's trolling us. We just go in here and the guy immediately leaves us alone. Instead, we have this jerk. I'm not gonna lie, he is not fun. We found a loop for him, but it's not easy by any means. We can only hit him once every so often, and he has a lot of health. I'm honestly not aware if he is even taking damage at all. In case you're wondering what the loop is, it's letting him go to the side and then just moving. Whatever this fight is, I don't like it. It's a very difficult fight, more or less. Thankfully, we found a loop for him, so it's not terrible. It's more or less just obnoxious. So I think we just straight up... So now we know that this is a required fight. We're going to have to pretty much take out this jerk. Or Ravenbeak, whatever he's called. And it's literally just looping attacks into him until he dies. I know almost every attack we can hit him with Charge Beam, so as long as we have this, we should be fine, but it's not going to be easy by any means. How are we going to even defeat him? We need to find a way to get out, but we can't right now. And every time we take a damage from a brutal attack, then we just lose a lot of health. It's not easy by any means. And he has multiple Chili attacks as well. That red attack in particular I don't like at all. The one that is the fast dash. See, like, right there, he just really jumped really quickly that time. It's a good thing this is like this, otherwise, I'm not sure if I would even win the fight at all to begin with. And yes, I'm not even sure if either missiles or regular stuff does damage. I might be completely wrong for all I know. Okay, I'm gonna need... Oh! There we go. 15 hours later. I guess more like 3 minutes later. We finally brew up whatever this jerk's name was called, and we finally get to leave. Oh, it's about freaking time. That took more than 15 minutes plus to do. Oh, not gonna lie, that took a really long time. I still don't even know if that will be. I will say the way that cutscene worked, that was really cool, honestly. I do like the way that activated. It was pretty cool, but I'm kind of confused where to go now. Okay, wait. I know where to go, but first we have to go for the Emmy zone again. Oh, he's just stuck. He's literally there, but he's stuck. He can't do anything. Oh, great. We can't go back for our way we came. Looks like we are taking the long way around, boys. Oh, this is a code zone. Screw me, then. Oh, here is the teleporter. Alright, so this is where the exit got opened up. And this takes us back to Daron, which takes us back to the secret area. So that's what that zone was about. It wasn't even a secret. It straight up just moves out our way. Not gonna lie, that was the coolest cutscene I saw in a long time, but also one of the most brutal boss fights, though now that I learned how to dodge, it's not actually that bad. I'm just frustrated out to take that guy out quickly. He's pretty tough. You pretty much, the way I did it was like the way you're supposed to do it. Just keep on running away from him. Like, he does 80 damage, by the way. 80 damage. That was not easy to avoid, but couple of hitbacks later, we're finally back. And sure enough, here we are. We're gonna end in a save zone, because why the heck not? I wanted to wait for a save this time, because here we go. Alright.
Our profile friend has explained why. We now know why the enemy are pursuing you. Samus Aran, Ravenbeak lured you here. You
Oh!
The required road open is in Berenia. Return there immediately.
Okay, we finally get a chance to potentially proceed more towards the surface. But that's going to be it for now. We're not going to be able to return to that right now. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed instead. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we continue our % blind playthrough of Metroid Dread. Until then, see you guys in the next video. Peace.